Hi, and welcome back to Dr. Kasia Sari's Black Coffee, No Cream. I'm your host, Dr. Kasia Sari Yahakov, and as I've stated before, I'm not a real doctor. I just play one online. So I'm sort of like an EMT, an emergency motivational teacher. Today on this channel, we're going to talk about something that I really didn't think I was going to get into so soon. However, it's been on my heart, and some things have come up today that made me decide that today is a good day to talk about polygyny and spirits. Okay, so polygyny, for those of you that don't know what polygyny is, it is a term of an individual, a man taking on more than one wife. And in America, in Babylon the Great, polygyny is a curse word. However, for me, I'm currently not involved in a polygynous relationship at the moment. I'm actually dating someone. It's an interesting concept. We're courting, sort of getting to know one another, and sort of integrating cultures, but more on that. So, I'm currently not in a polygynous relationship, nor have I been in one. I have talked with, counseled with, a number of other women that are part of a polygynous situation, a polygynous mindset. So, knowing and understanding, my thoughts on polygyny are, I think that God made a way for the numbers. Do your own research. I definitely recommend do your own research, but of course you can Google if you like. Across the world, I think it's 3-1. Across the world, there are 3 women for every 1 man. So just in the sheer mathematics of life, in the United States, in Babylon the Great, we're sort of taught that there is 1 man for every 1 woman. Well, if in the world there are 3 women to every 1 man, I can't imagine if there were 2 other ladies sitting with me right now that either of them would feel that they are lesser than I not to have a man. I can't imagine any woman being born thinking there is not a man for me because I am one of the 3. And that's just the sheer mathematics of it. So let's try to get over the sheer mathematics of that first. And let's deal with monogamy for just a moment. I was born in the 60s, the early 60s, and I grew up with my father and my mother. They were married, and my father was in the military, and him and his friends hung out a lot together. I guess kind of after work. My father was in a band. He had his own band, so he was around a lot of people, but I grew up watching men talk to, flirt with other women. I mean, almost like my father was also an alcoholic, so I know what addictive behaviors alcoholics, or let's say in my father's case, you may be a different type of alcoholic, but in my father's case, I know that alcoholics have certain type of behaviors that they're driven to. Mentally will say to themselves, I'm not going to drink today. But anything will happen. You'll get a phone call from a friend and find out that one of your boys just got shot or something like that. And then, what a reason for a drink, right? Your girl's having a baby. What a reason for a drink. whatever the case may be, whatever your motivation is, whatever your trigger is. But I felt it was the exact same thing with women. I kept looking at men like, the word dogs. So if you look at a dog, male or female, when they get in heat, they will do some amazing things. I'm going to disobey my master, even though I know he's going to beat me, but I'm going to run across the street, and I smell it. There is mating in the air, and I need to be a part of it. Now, I don't think, especially in this day and time of birth control, but I don't think that men are conscious that their mind is saying, I'm so driven to mate with you, lady. Nor are women. I mean, I finally reached my cycle and know and understand my body, and I found out what I was like when I was in heat. My body was saying, it is time to mate. It is time to reproduce this planet. That is a normal human characteristic that the Most High gave us. It is normal for women to desire to mate and crave it, no different than it is men. Now, the biggest difference is men have a greater desire to mate, way more than we do. It's why they have millions of sperm, because the likelihood of them reaching an egg is slim to none. So they have a much greater desire. So I feel like growing up, I was not aware. I'm going to be honest, this is just me as a female. I really just thought that men were really weak, really, and I became angry, because I was sort of raised to believe in, as a female, being submissive, and I didn't have a problem being submissive. Let's first understand the term I'm referencing it to, because I'm sure some of you are very upset right now, thumbs downing me or something. But when I say submissive, I mean submission, coming under a mission. Men, it means have one. So I think it's much easier for a woman to be submissive, come under a mission, when a man does, of course, have a mission. And that mission should be coming from the Most High. The man seeks the Most High and to know and understand the mission. And as he draws a wife, that woman should be connected with the Most High as well, to see and understand the mission. So what I'm saying is, we are mission-driven people from the Most High. So being submissive is not difficult. The difficulty is the term, for a lot of people, gives you a slavery mentality. It means that the slaves were submissive to their masters. No matter how the master treated them, they were to do whatever they were told to do and not complain about it. And in some cases be forced to smile and grin and dance a jig as if, I'm in one of the best slavery positions I can be in. So I don't mean it from